Happy Monday, and welcome to the Weekly Noodle, the official podcast of Spaghetti Records. Each week we feature a release from a Spaghetti Records artist and give you a look behind the scenes at the writing, recording, and creative process. I'm Bill, and this week we will be looking at the song Clippers by Spaghetti Records recording artist The BCH. We're here in the studio today with The BCH. How's it going?
Oh, great. Thanks for asking.
Yes, definitely, and thanks for joining. So this tune we're going to talk about today, Clippers, definitely a cool track, cool title, interesting title too, Clippers. What's that all about? Where are you coming from with the song, with the title, Clippers?
Yeah, I had to kind of honor the inspiration for the song, which was literally a pair of fingernail clippers.
Okay.
I will explain. This song and the album. The album as a whole, it's a breakup album, a divorce album, and it kind of chronicles the process of mourning a relationship and the transition from where you were in a relationship to who you ultimately are after all of that. And Clippers kind of hit on, when you're with someone, they're so ingrained in your life. And there's so many little things in your day that you don't even know that is because of them or relates to you. And clippers was, my ex liked to have fingernail clippers in the car. So when she was driving, she would grab and clip. And, I got kind of used to that. And after the breakup, one day I was driving and I reached for the clippers and I had moved them because they reminded me of her, and I didn't think to keep them there, but I was still that habit of grabbing for them. And when I grabbed for them, they weren't there. It was kind of this light bulb moment where I was like, oh, that's right.
Wow.
So much has changed.
Yeah, so it's just this small thing, literally like a pair of clippers that became symbolic of a much bigger thing.
Yeah, a new chapter in my life. And it's funny, I recently was looking back. I found that because I often record song ideas onto my phone whenever they happen, and I actually have the original clip when I had reached for the clippers, they weren't there, and then had the song idea.
Wow. Okay, so you actually in the moment had the idea and recorded right then when it happened.
Yeah, I actually found it.
Wow, technology's cool, isn't it?
Yeah. We can play it if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. I think so.
Yeah.
All right, roll it.
I reached, the clippers aren't there, 'cause I moved them. Yeah, I moved them. What do you think about that? I wouldn't know what you think about that.
Wow, cool. Okay, so that was it. That was the genesis of the song right there.
Wow. that was the seed that grew into the great production that I think the song came to be.
It grew quite a bit, yeah, because it is a cool production. By the time it gets to the end of this track, there's quite a few layers.
I think it just kind of, you can hear it.
It's an ambitious one. We should just go ahead and roll it at this point, don't you think? Let the people hear it.
Yeah, cool. Let's play it.
Okay, here's Clippers by the BCH.
I reached, but the clippers aren't there, 'cause I moved them. Yeah, I moved them. What do you think about that? I wouldn't know what you think about that. I stopped leaving the door open. Guess you could say, close the door on that. What do you think about that? I wouldn't know. changed is all the shit I've rearranged. Bet you think that's strange, but I don't know what you're thinking. You should know that's a hell of a step. I'm not sure what I think about you,
Wow. Yeah, that's a good track.
Thanks.
And it really did grow quite a bit from that first clip we heard in the car there.
Yeah. Added a few more layers.
Yeah. By the end there, it's got kind of like the Hey Jude thing going, where it's just so many layers on top of each other, and it builds and it swells kind of, and it works really well.
Thanks. Yeah, it was the sort of thing that like a lot of ideas in the studio, sort of an idea for one more color to it and layer, and then it makes you think of something else that would fit in nicely, and it did really grow into a nice production.
And just kept going, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you went into the studio then, and this one was recorded at Blue Room, correct?
Yeah, this one was recorded entirely at Blue Room in Detroit. Yeah.
Nice. But so you didn't go in with the whole blueprint, with the whole arrangement. You're saying as you recorded, got the idea to add more parts, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Built in that way.
It was very much started out just me and my guitar, singer-songwriter piece, and then but I knew I wanted it to grow into something fuller.
Yeah. And so you did all the arrangement for that. You wrote that arrangement. That's all you?
Correct. Yeah.
Cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, because it's cool. It's an awesome arrangement. There's a lot going on in there. When that harmonica comes in, I didn't see that coming. And also, you could almost miss the fact that it's a harmonica. It almost it fills the place like an organ would, or something like that. I thought it was a cool part.
Yeah. I think you can hear it when if we listen back to it right now.
That is cool. That's
yeah,
a
I
cool
guess I hear what you're saying. It does sort of sound, it sounds different.
I feel like when that comes in is almost signals where a slow build starts to happen a little bit with the swell. The organ starts to come in, I noticed. The vocal starts to get a little more layered.
Yeah, harmonies, the clapping, the tambourine, and it builds and then drops out to just the vocals. Like you sort of call and answer between the lead vocals and that group.
It is, yeah. It's almost like give you a little bit of a chill at that point when everything drops out. It comes back to, you mentioned the singer-songwriter element. It definitely comes back to that intimate sort of thing by the end there.
Yeah, I like how that happens because that's how it starts too. Well, sort of. There is that intro, that a very layered intro, I guess now.
That is an interesting intro too. Is that all you? Is that your voice layered for that whole thing?
Yeah, that's me at my most narcissistic. That's like I don't know, 6'10" of me. That I was recording a different part of the song, harmony vocals, and just liked how the harmonies sound and just built it up.
Okay, so just got the idea right there in the studio, huh?
Yeah.
Let's hear that. Let's play it back real quick. That is cool. That's a cool way to open the song.
Yeah. One of those happy accidents that happen in the studio.
Yeah, cool. So then it gets going. The acoustic guitar comes in and your vocal, kind of a intimate, stripped down first verse there. And there was a lyric in there I heard. I couldn't quite tell what you said. It was something about I close the door, I'm mad, or what is it?
Yeah. I'll tell you I'm laughing in a second. The line is, I stopped leaving the door open. I guess you could say I closed the door on that.
Okay.
And that lyric, I don't know if I should even tell a story. Why not? I guess. Or
it sounds like there is a story.
There is. This is an all-access pass, so...
do tell.
So, in a relationship, you make compromises. It's all about compromise.
Sure.
And probably the largest compromise I made in that relationship was she liked to go to the bathroom with the door open.
Ah, okay.
Speaking of all access passes,
sure.
And so throughout the relationship, I too let the door just be open in the bathroom.
Okay.
And
door was always open.
The door open policy, and after the relationship ended, that was one of the greatest things I did for myself and move forward was to shut the door.
Close the bathroom door. Cool. All right. Well, now I know both what you were saying and why. There's a story there. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I did notice also there's a sound effect of a door closing right there when you say that. That was kind of a cool touch. I didn't really see that coming.
Yeah, I wanted to give just kind of a fun little nod to the lyric by recording a door shutting.
It was cool. Did you actually record a door shut? Was that a sample, or did you close a door?
Oh no, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears put into that door close.
Yeah,
that was real. Yeah,
you really did record it. Cool. And was that at Blue Room too? Or?
That was. We found maybe the squeakiest door over at Blue Room.
Nice. Cool. Let's hear that again real quick. That's cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It got very
a nice touch.
Very serious about recording those hinges.
Well, so it sounds like this is a song that really grew in the studio.
Yeah. It evolved immensely from where it started.
Yeah, like you came in basically with a campfire sort of arrangement, acoustic guitar. You had your lyric, your vocal, and the melody, and it just took off.
Yeah. That's the beauty of recording. You really can. It's still the song, but it's another phase in its life, and a lot of fun stuff added in.
Yeah, that is cool. Because it comes out. Like I know I mentioned "Hey Jude" earlier, but just that big, like it's almost an orchestration by the end. And it's cool. Although it does retain. I mean, it's singer-songwriter music. It's definitely.
Yeah, keep the emotional thread of it throughout.
Yeah,
for sure.
It retains that element, that style. Some of the lyrics, I know we talked about the title Clippers and where that was coming from. Some of it, I know you said the album Just Another Year, it's a breakup album, a divorce album. Some of the lyrics are pretty angular, pretty, they don't need to be deciphered so much. They're out front. I'm not sure what I think about you yet. That's that one stuck with me.
Yeah, that one is an interesting idea. Going through the breakup, thinking about, do you totally scrap this person and, blacklist them from your life and never, kind of put them in the emotional incinerator, which is an option, or is it something where you don't destroy all the memories and you just sort of acknowledge a chapter in your life and keep it around? And, honestly, at that point, not really sure what to do with the memories.
Didn't know, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what that line was about, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a good line. It's an honest line. How about the only thing that hasn't changed is all the shit I've rearranged. Did I hear that in there?
Yeah. That's one of my favorite lines for sure.
Yeah. I'm just trying to take that apart a little bit. The only thing that hasn't changed is all the shit I've rearranged. What?
Yeah.
Explain. Can you?
I think I can.
Am I overstepping to ask?
Not at all. That's what this is about. I mean, I already talked about the open door bathrooms.
That's true. We did.
All bets are off.
The open door policy. Yeah.
So that line is about, again, the whole song is about how someone is ingrained in your life and down to all the little details in your day. And when you look around your house, your home, or your life or whatever, there's so many little things you don't realize have traces of that person. And in the raw, acute phase of a breakup, when everything is real painful, you look at something and you're reminded of someone. So, but the thing is that it doesn't have the same meaning when they're not part of your life.
Sure.
So, so the idea, the only thing that hasn't changed is all the shit I've rearranged, is that, those things that were once very familiar and comfortable with someone in your life are foreign, and so you change it.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, and it kind of comes full circle with the Clippers theme. Something that's small, that's changed. That's symbolic of a bigger change.
Yeah. I guess this whole song's about change. The recording
and the album, the soon to drop album. From what I've heard, it's a concept album, right? Cohesive about change, going through change. It really is good, excellent singer-songwriter music.
Thank you.
I'm really super glad that you could come in, join us today, and thank you for being so open and talking about the track and where the inspiration came from and so forth.
Yeah, I think so. When you write an album like this, you have to make a decision at how vulnerable and how much you let people in. And I think the outcome is just so much more rewarding if you do let that part of yourself out and let people in. And this is just one more way to do that, to kind of dig deeper into the lyrics.
Excellent. That's a wrap for this week. Thanks for tuning in to The Weekly Noodle, the official podcast of Spaghetti Records. Join us next week when we'll be sitting down in the studio with Ben and Dave of the band Red Herring to talk about the song I Hate My Cell Phone. Until then, I'm Bill. Keep it saucy, Noodleheads. And let's talk about Rene Magritte a little. He was kind of a surrealist, existentialist sort of a guy. He had a cool hat.
Yeah. That's really what I was trying to channel in this one.
The Weekly Noodle is the official podcast of Spaghetti Records. All audio materials herein are hereby property of Spaghetti Records and relevant subsidiary parties. Trademark, copyright, secret recipe. Unauthorized duplication of authorized noodles is uncouth, rude, and generally frowned upon. The Weekly Noodle is made possible through listeners like you.